Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to have the first tasting of my Nugget Centennial homebrew. This is a small batch, 1.25 gallons going into the fermenter. Now this is beer 22. Actually, for me, it's 22-1. This would be the 22nd batch that I made in my 2-hop series. The first 20 were Cascade and Centennial in different ways, so if you haven't, I would check those out. But this one is using 2 pounds, 8 ounces of 2-row, and that is it. I want to see if we can find some IPAs and build from the ground all the way up. I have made my own recipes, but it's usually going and looking and saying, oh, I like that, oh, I like that, let's just combine them. I want to play around with malts, see what works well together, see what hops work well together, and see if we can come up with a new recipe, or at least a recipe that I would like to brew. So for the hop schedule on this, 0.16 ounces of nugget. That nugget is 13.6 alpha acids. That is at 60 minutes. 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 10 minutes. 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 5 minutes. So my Centennial is 6%. It's from last year's batch, 2018 hops. For the dry hop, it is 0.25 ounces of Centennial 3 days into dry hopping. This is using US 05 for the yeast. Per Beersmith, they are calling for 57.7 IBUs on this. After this one, I just did the Warrior version. I will do a side-by-side. See what one we like. I was on the forums, and somebody was talking about, hey, my local homebrew ran out of Warrior. What's another hop that I could use for bittering? And somebody said Nugget, and I was like, well, alpha acid is close. Let's go ahead and make it. So this one was bottled on 12/14. This is into the middle of January, so a little bit over a month old. This one finished at 8.12%. So for the post-boil gravity, it was 15 bricks, and then final gravity was 5.5 bricks. You do have to, if you're using a refractometer, you will have to do a calculation to find out what the ABV truly is. No hiss at all. So we will see how this goes. This is using the small carbonation tablets. I can't remember where I got them from, name of them. I've actually switched. I'll put it up here if I remember. Let's go ahead and pour this, see what we're getting here. Doesn't look like it has carbonation at all. Now that could be due to the actual, I don't know which one it is. Maybe the cap didn't seal all the way. That's one thing you have to be careful about. I hope I put carbonation tablets in it. I don't know after 30 days if I've ever had one not hiss a little bit. I didn't see any smoke, nothing. It doesn't look like it. No head at all. Color. Bright yellow in color, somewhat hazy. I can make out the light box. I do not see any bubbles coming up in this one at all. Homebrewing, let's smell. A little bit more like dank hop citrus. Like, there is a lemon citrus quality, but it's more of a dank hop. Yeah, a little danky hop, lemon citrus. Very, very low, like the Warrior Centennial. Let's go ahead and taste. Oh, that is not good. That's a bad beer. I guess I'm not doing a side-by-side. Whew. I'm not even drinking that. Like a big sour cardboard taste. I wonder if that lid wasn't on there correct. Ooh. No, thank you. Huh. Nope. My guess is it is the cap. Holy cow, that is bad. Like, there's no carbonation. Just think of like a sour cardboard, slick, nothing. Oh. Um, I I'm gonna go with it's the cap. Now, that would be the first one that it's happened to me. So in this series, like I said, this is the 22nd batch. In my smash beers, I've made 34 or 35, and my 3 hop, I've made 5. So one bottle out of all those, not bad. It's gonna happen. That's why I like, again, I'm guessing it's the cap. It could be all of them. We will find out in a later video. I'll probably get one of the other ones cold and go ahead and taste that, because my goal was to do a side-by-side of this one and the Warrior, but I'm not drinking that again. And just keep it going to see how they change and what that Nugget is doing versus what the Warrior is doing. But yeah, stuff like this is going to happen. This time it could be the cap. Next time maybe I didn't scrub the bottles enough, or enough sanitizer didn't get in it. The sanitizer wasn't in contact long enough. Maybe the whole batch is bad. Maybe I didn't have something clean enough when I was doing it, because after what I usually do, when there's 10 minutes left to go in the boil, I stick my spoon in there, or whatever I'm going to use to stir it with, my paddle, and I'll let that sit in there for 10 minutes. Then at the end of 10 minutes, I usually have a sink full of, like this time of the year, I'll put a tiny bit of water, then I'll put a whole bunch of snow, I'll put my pot in there, I'll mix it up until it's cool enough. So maybe that wasn't sanitized long enough. Maybe the carboy had something in it. I don't take everything apart every single time. So there are a lot of stuff. The only thing is we can start determining where it came from. Like if the next batch is good and the cap actual sealed, okay, well then this cap wasn't sealed correctly and it got bad. But if those are bad, then we know it's something either in our sanitized process, or when we made it, again, something wasn't sanitized, or maybe I had the window open and some wild yeast got in there and that's what it did it. But I am not touching this beer. But this is what happens. I'm going to put out the video because not everything goes 100% correct. So if you want to check out some good home brews, take a look over here. And until next time, happy brewing.